I have never seen a chess game end like this in my life. So yesterday I played in the ADCA Remore Blitz tournament and there was some extremely talented players, but I don't even want to talk about my games as such. I just want to talk about the outcome of this one game that was next to me and I was watching it live. So it's black to play here, and you can see that actually white is really close to promoting this pawn, and also has this pawn to kind of to create almost this effect, this trouser effect, right? So which side you go after. So black has obviously not enough material, so he's only really fighting for a draw here. And so, how do you get back in time to stop this pawn from promoting? Well, you need to get to one of these squares, and how do you actually get there in what is two moves? You need to do something like this, this, this. That's three moves. This. Again, three moves. So there's actually no way to get there in two moves unless you check the opponent. And so you've basically got one forcing move, which is knight h3. And after king g2, for example, black actually can go knight f4 with another check. And after something like king f3, you get knight e6, and you do get there in time. But the problem for black is that this pawn also starts to push. And so after h4, what you'll realize is that this knight can't guard both squares at the same time, because once you do get to that position where this pawn is here and this pawn is here, you just promote one and then you promote the other and it's game over. So this position is actually completely winning for white. But what I actually thought in the moment was, after knight h3, I said to myself, well, king h1 is actually way better, right? Because if after king h1, there's the other check here is like knight f2, and then you go king g2. And now there's no check anymore, right? So you can play knight here, pawn here, and then you get to promote. And this is actually, in my mind, when this was first played, I actually just thought this was king h1 was just the best move. But the crazy outcome that happens here is king f1, and white's king is trapped, and this is checkmate, and you can't promote in time. I've just never seen this. So after d7, black manages to checkmate with not enough material on the board, and out of nowhere, black wins. But the crazy thing is that I was with some other people as well, and we kind of all suggested that king h1, when you first look at it, it's just an extremely natural move, because you can just avoid the checks, because after knight f2, king g2, and there's just no more checks, and then you promote, and this is just an easy win. So kind of everyone thought king h1 was right. And this is just the crazy world of blitz, where you don't get time to kind of solve the whole matrix of moves, and it just results in complete chaos. And what actually ends up happening is a checkmate. But what I do want to know is what would have happened here in this exact position with one move to go with mate in one. What would have happened if white timed out, if they just ran out of time? Are you allowed to checkmate with a king and knight? Like on chess.com, doesn't it just immediately flag to a draw? I know this would probably never happen, but that was something that just popped into my mind. But super interesting game, great tournament.